What's going on, people? Back with a bang. This is the Money Management, back here to show you guys the gains that we secured in the Discord today. Now, today was the first day of the trading week, the first day of the last full week of August in the trading week, and it was honestly a great day. Now, we secured a bag on a couple different stocks, and I'm going to look into that in just a second and show you guys how we did. But I'm also going to show you guys what I expect for the coming probably couple of days, and hopefully you guys can also take profits of this. Also, you guys can, for those of you who are not in the Discord, you guys can take these little ideas and hopefully make some plays off this. But also, I do want to remind you, yesterday I uploaded a video on a watch list for this coming week. Now, there are a few stocks there which made some good profits today, and hopefully you guys listened. If you didn't, fortunately you have another chance now. So before we get into that, let's just get some usual stuff out of the way, and you guys know what that is. Drop those thumbs ups to show your appreciation for this video. Also, go drop a thumbs up on the video I uploaded yesterday with the technical analysis for this week's watch list. Add to that, make sure you guys comment on the video. Let me know your thoughts. Let me know if you're in Discord, if you made money off any of these plays. Let me know how it went for you. Make sure you guys share these videos. I know some of you guys do share these videos, but we don't get that many shares, and it would be great if we get some more. And lastly but not least, let's hit the red button and subscribe to the channel if you are new around here. It doesn't cost you anything. It helps my channel in a great way. But now, let's dive into today's video. So ahead of this week, I said a few stocks to watch: Apple, Pfizer, TTCF, amongst others. And it was pretty nice to see that today was a very green day. Now, personally, I traded Pfizer and TTCF. Pfizer was one where I, at near market open, I just dived into a few different trades because I was like, there was a rumor about the FDA approval coming, and actually during market hours, in fact during the first hour or so, I started seeing tweets and news that the FDA approval had occurred. So I was like, okay, let's grab out these call options on them, which did work, which did pay out. And then, of course, TTCF, I've been wanting to get in on this one since below $16, and I just thought, you know what, I'm just going to pull the trigger and get in on this now. TTCF finished the day up almost 10%. Pfizer, on the other hand, had a great start today, ran up very quickly, and then sort of towards the end of the day. Now, after hours, Pfizer's actually up, and I think it's looking good for this week. But I do want to remind you, September calls, September 17th, or October calls, just $60, $65 are also a good option. Beware that these stocks will sell off quickly. Well, Pfizer especially will sell off quickly. So I want you guys to make sure you take profits on time, manage your trade, do all the usual stuff. Set those stop losses. Don't let Robinhood, cheat you out your money. Set those stop losses so you can actually make some money. Now I want to dive into one more stock, and the main stock of this video, let's be honest, that is AMD. So AMD was sitting in just over $100, and you may remember a couple weeks ago we traded this, and it ran up to highs of $121. Now it's sort of pretty heavily since then, but today it was sitting around $104 at open before running up to around $105, $106 before it started to sell off again. Now, there would be many a time when you guys have heard people say, grab the dip, buy the dip, and it keeps dipping. Today, AMD began to dip, and I let the group know to grab that dip. It dipped to just under $106. It was around it was around $105.70 or $105.80, and it kept dipping. And then before you knew it, there was a period of consolidation. Now, during that period of consolidation, I called out in the group $110 calls expiring this Friday. So afterwards, AMD started to move a little bit, started to drop off a little bit. I explained, hey guys, the call is even cheaper now than when it was when I called it out. People started to grab it up. People started to, grab the dip while it consolidated right before the breakout. Now, this breakout was part of a beautiful chart of AMD, and I just want to clarify, this is not done. This stock is not done. So, we grabbed $110 calls around 70 cents, some a little bit higher, some a little bit lower, and these shot up to highs of 162 by market close. Now, the stock itself, AMD, was up to $108, almost $109, and it was just on a crazy rally today. The stock ended up being up over around 4.5% by the end of the day, and that meant our options were up over 126%. Some people who got in lower would have seen the options around 131% gains. And the good thing is, again, is that AMC is not done after hours. It is still running up. Now it's around $109.53, and it's up almost 1% after hours. So I want to clarify something. We bought $110 calls, which were way out the money. Now, once we bought those, Our aim was just to get the correct direction on AMD. It kept running up, and now by tomorrow, our calls are going to be in the money. I know some of you guys sold your calls, which is fine, but what I want to highlight is the chart looks very good. There's still a lot of potential for AMD. Are we going to see $115 soon? Potentially. $112 maybe. By the end of the week, we could be seeing $120. Now, our call options expire Friday, so there's one thing I want to clarify. You don't have to hold to expiry. You don't have to hold all the way to Friday. You can manage your risk and be smart with your money. On the other hand, you can hold to as close to the expiry as possible, so you can capture as much of that intrinsic value of your option as possible. If you do not know about intrinsic and extrinsic value of stock options, then go check out the stock option starter pack. You guys know that. That should be obvious by now. It will help you explain that. There's 10 videos there. You keep them for life. But we got in this kind of play, and the first thing you want to do with this kind of play is make sure that it's heading in the right direction. If it's not, you want to sell out. Now you're probably wondering what kind of news helped fuel AMD. What's going on? Well, there's two things I want to point out. First of all, Nvidia was running. When Nvidia starts to run, AMD usually does follow. Nvidia ran up to highs of around 219, almost 220 today, from 207, 208, where it closed at Friday. And this is also one that was on my watch list in the Discord, if you guys saw. When that happens, AMD usually does follow. So why did Nvidia actually run up? Well, there was news of a potential of Nvidia potentially acquiring another company, but at the same time, there was also news of AMD potentially being acquired by a company. So all this kind of, as well as the charts looking really good, helped both of these stocks start pushing. So with the volume, of course, with the fact that Nvidia got over $208.75 level, with the fact that AMD consolidated, didn't drop below $100 and started to break out, all these help fuel the stocks. All these help fuel our call options as well. So if you're not in any of these stocks yet, there's a couple of things you can do. You can go for a further out the money call option with a stock like AMD. You can also go for an in the money call for AMD, which will be more expensive, but you're just going to have to be very careful with your theta, because as you hold the stock each day, theta is going to eat away at your contracts. You can also buy call options for a week out, 2 weeks out. That will help you. But what I want to say is, for those of you who did get in, congratulations. Well done for listening. Well done for, joining the group quickly. I've made sure to keep repeating it in the group chat. Everybody get in. Train's about to leave the station. I made it clear. The stock is, still consolidating. The option premiums have dropped a little bit. It's time to get in. For those of you who didn't get in, it's okay to watch from the sideline, but make sure you're learning. Make sure you're understanding what can be done in these kind of situations. Same with Pfizer. The same way we profited off Pfizer. Stock starts to dip, consolidate, starts to break out, hitting those kind of levels of resistance, $50, 50 cents, and it can't break over, then start selling your option. Look to sell your option. Same with AMD. It doesn't fall below $100. It stayed hanging around one price point, consolidating before the breakout. As it broke out, I know people bought some call options as well, a little bit higher than what we got in at. That's also fine. Managing your risk, taking your money out, cutting half your profits and letting the rest run. All that is how you can become a good option trader. All that is the key, focal points of being a good option trader. Knowing when to take your profits, knowing when to let the rest run, knowing how many contracts you should buy, trusting your instinct to get in on a stock instead of waiting around. All of that is what's going to help you trade better. Now, who knows where AMD is going to open up tomorrow? I don't know. You don't know. Nobody knows. It would be very nice to see it open above $109. That would be great for our call options. It would be amazing if we can see $110, possibly $112 within the next couple of days. So it's going to be interesting. I'm excited. I'm intrigued. I picked up 5 contracts, which was, a solid amount for myself. Not too risky, but also not too on the light side as well. But once again, first day of the week, we did well. But now we need to continue that going for the rest of the week. So I've had my first 1K day of the week a lot earlier than I did last week. And it's a good start, which is a reminder you can make a lot of different things happen when you start learning options, when you start focusing on what needs to be done, when you start managing your risk. 1 year ago, I would have loved a day like this. And now it's something which I can do, not pretty easily, but with enough research and enough monitoring of trading, I can do this, and be pretty confident in my trading. So lastly, check out the Investing Academy. I know a couple people signed up today. Please check that out. You get plenty more plays like this. If you make, one call option and it goes well for you, you probably make your $15 back just like that. If you make a couple of call options, a few call options, you have enough to get a stock option starter pack. So make sure you guys do that as well. Also, check out cryptocurrencies right now. Bitcoin has been moving, hit 50K. Litecoin, Ethereum, Ripple, Stellar, they've been moving. Even our good friend Dogecoin is back around 31 cents, almost 32 cents. So keep your eyes on the sympathy plays, the stocks like Can, Hut, Riot, Mara, even SOS technically. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching today's video. That is it from me. We're ready to make some more money tomorrow. I go into making, you go into making. See you guys next time for another video. Peace.
Game.